Hello, YouTube. It's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, Episode 5, Committed and Matrimony. So we're just going to get right onto it. Once again, apologize for not doing Married at First Sight. I don't know why I keep procrastinating Married at First Sight. If I promise me, I'll promise y'all this. If I don't do it this week to catch up, then I'm just not going to cover it because I always be forgetting. I've been trying to cover it. I just be tired and just dreading it. I don't know why. It started at the end of last season, carried on to this season. So I apologize for that. But right now we're going to talk 90 Day Fiancé Season 10. So the first couple I want to talk is Gina and Jasmine. Gina and Jasmine. So in this episode, Jasmine wakes up with a really bad rash. She has a rash on her legs and stuff, and they're trying to pinpoint what caused the rash. She says she ate some almonds and some nuts and stuff, and Gina thinks she had an allergic reaction to that. Jasmine said that it wasn't that. She's not allergic to any of those kind of foods. She had mentioned that Gina's house is disgusting. It's filthy, and she thinks she got a rash from the clothing. I mean, the brand of the blankets and stuff, and just with it being a nasty house. Well, Gino took offense to that. It was you lived in an apartment in Panama that had mice in it, and Jasmine flipped out. She was like, "What mice, you effing idiot?" and stuff. And everything. You're so disrespectful. I mean, they both were disrespectful. She's disrespecting his house, so he disrespected her old house. So works both ways there. But she calmed down from that, and then she just well, why don't we just go to the store and change some blankets and stuff, at least for me. So they agreed to do that. So they go to the store and buy some new blankets and stuff, and then all of a sudden, Jasmine starts missing her kids. Jasmine's here in America on the K1 visa, and it's just her, but she wants to get her kids here. And one of her kids that we met at the beginning of the season really loves soccer. So they video chatted with him, and because he has a birthday coming up, and they asked what kind of theme that he wants to have for his birthday, and he basically said a soccer theme and stuff. So it was a beautiful mother-son moment and everything, but yeah, that's all what happened with Gina and Jasmine. Yeah, but that rash, I don't know what caused that rash. It could be a mixture of anything. I don't think it was an allergic reaction to the nuts, though, as Gina was trying to think it was. So, yeah, that was Gina and Jasmine. Next couple I want to talk is Nick and Devin. So, Nick and Devin, we met them last week. And in this episode, Devin arrives to North Korea because she has to meet Nick's parents. So they go out in the night of town, and he's showing her all these kind of Korean food. I can tell you, Korean food looks really good. They got really good chicken, shish kebabs and stuff. Korean food, and I was even looking up some of the foods that they have on YouTube. They have some really good food and stuff. So anyway, in this episode, Nick said that, his mom really prefers a Korean woman instead. And Devin is upset because she was that's not what I wanted to hear, that my future mother-in-law is not gonna want me because I'm not Korean and stuff and everything. So Nick tried to play it cool like it was nothing, but it really is a big deal. So they had a night together. They didn't they weren't intimate. I guess Nick said that he flatulated and Devin kicked him out the room and stuff basically. And Nick also mentioned he does not want to move to Searcy, Arkansas because that's not going to be, he said that's going to be a racist town. He's not going to like it there, but he has no choice and everything. Because remember, Nick and Devin spend a lot of time in Australia, and he said last week that he was in the country parts of Australia and it just wasn't pretty. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but we'll see how the meeting with the parents go next week when Nick, and I wonder if he's gonna ever get the blessing, because he said if he can't get the blessing to marry Devin, he can't move to America and marry her. So we'll just pray to see how that goes. But yeah, that was Nick and Devin. Next couple I want to talk, we met a new couple. We met Clayton and Annalie. So Clayton, 30 years old, he works in cybersecurity. It sounds like he has a really good job, but he has like 2 guinea pigs and 2 chihuahuas. And his mother, he lives with his mom lives with him, and she lives in a walk-in closet. And she likes it. And that's the surprising part. She actually likes it. I thought, like, when we were going to meet him, that she was probably sick or something, but no, she's just trying to save up some money to get a new place and stuff. But to live in a small 1-bedroom apartment and in a walk-in closet and everything, if she embraces it, more power to her. But yeah, I wasn't sure about that one. But anyway, so what Clayton tried to do is that he tried to like basically pick up his apartment, because you got like 4 animals there, and your mom living in a closet, so it's already a mess. And the mother is a hoarder, not one of the worst hoarders that we've seen like on them TV shows, but she's a hoarder. And so he had to like clean up. He said that his mom doesn't like throwing stuff away. She likes buying things that she don't even use just because they look pretty and stuff and everything. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy. So they packed up some stuff that she don't really need and tried to take it to her storage unit. They get to the freaking storage unit. Her storage unit is filled to the T. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Like, that is disturbing. That was really disgusting and stuff. But nonetheless, I digress with with their living conditions. Let's talk about Annalie. She is from Peru. Her and Clayton met on a learning language dating app and stuff, and everything. And she got her K1 visa, and she's coming here. She's very pretty. We seen her on video chat with him saying, is there going to be enough room for me? And Clayton's like, we're trying. So she's like, all right. We also seen Clayton go to the vet to take one of his like chihuahuas or whatever, or the guinea pigs and stuff, to the vet. And he told the veterinarian that in South America, they actually eat guinea pigs, or they eat guinea pigs in South America. Obviously, we don't do that here in America, here in North America, but in South America is basically a delicacy with that. So I thought that was pretty interesting that they eat guinea pigs in South America. So interesting. I like this couple. But I am worried that when she gets here, she's just going to be like, oh, heck no. And Clayton even said that, she does have that like strong personality type thing where like she changes her mind. She don't want to do something. She'll get an attitude. So like, poor girl is in for a rude awakening, in my opinion, on that one. So yeah, that was Clayton and Annalie. Next couple I want to talk is Nikki and Justin. So Nikki and Justin, Nikki, we know, is trans. She's in Moldova with Justin, and he's just like trying to get used to it. We left off from last week with them, like with Nikki saying that you got 48 hours to figure out something and everything. And then they got into a big argument about money. Like she sent him money, and like from the bottom of her heart, and he didn't, like he just wants more and stuff. So, and she was just like, who do you think you are, basically? And they just got into a big fight. Well, later we seen Nikki talk to her mother, and she was like, well, you know what, like and she asked him, how's your attitude been with him? And she was like, yeah, I do go from 0 to 1,000. And the mom was like, you need to tone it down. Like, you need to quit screaming at him so much and everything, and you gotta let him speak and everything. And like, Nikki agreed that she'll tone it down, and Nick has to be more serious when she gets like emotional about that. So, they kind of made up a little bit. They go to a restaurant in this nice fancy restaurant, and Nikki claimed that she got clocked. They were talking, just talking about her body, just being trans. Like she's like, I was trans like years ago. I changed my body to become trans. Like she said it really quietly, but she said that somebody heard her and like gagged and everything. And like Nick is just like, I can't control like how I feel and what I'm doing and stuff. And Nikki was like, you need to do something to make me feel like I'm yours in public and everything. So Nick decides to get up from the table and goes and kisses her. Okay, whoop-de-doo. But, they were talking about going to a gym. And Nick said that I'm going to take you to a different gym than my gym. And she was like, why? Like, why? Like, why? I'm not sure why Justin, I'm sorry, Justin, not Nick. I'm not sure why Justin wants to is like just being really nonchalant and like keeps like saying these like weird like things. Like we seen a couple weeks ago, he was like, oh, I want to take you out in the daytime, not at night. Or now I want to take you out like to a different gym instead of mine. Like for what? I understand in Moldova, like they're more conservative when it comes to these kind of things, but dang, like you got a girl here that, I've been team Justin because I do think Nikki's much, but I'm starting to see more Nikki, like how Nikki's feeling now because like, like he just keeps making excuse after excuse after excuse and stuff. And I think he's trying to look for a reason to not be with Nikki anymore. So he needs to get that together. Anyway, that was Justin and Nikki. Last couple I want to talk is Rob and Sophie. Oh my goodness. I have a feeling that Rob and Sophie, and we didn't see Ashley Manuel, but I have a feeling Ashley Manuel, Rob and Sophie, we're going to be seeing them happily ever after because they're bringing the most drama that's cringeworthy, and they're going to love it, and they're going to hit happily ever after, in my opinion. So Rob and Sophie, it starts out like with Rob's so upset about Sophie not wanting having kids. So she politely explains to him like what happened, like with her surgery, how she almost died, and now she don't want she wants kids but doesn't want to be pregnant and stuff and everything. And after she explained it to him, he like kind of calmed down and everything. And so she called her mom to explain that, and she was like, "Are you just saying that like to make him happy, or is that for real?" And I didn't actually catch what she said. Maybe I think she said that like she actually means that, but I have to double check that. I apologize. So later, Rob and Sophie decide like let's go out to the bar basically. And Rob is just like, I don't want to go to no bar. Like, when I was single, then okay. But going to a bar is like when you're dating somebody, it's just like too risky. Because if some girl comes and hits on you, then that's going to cause problems and this unnecessary drama that we don't need. But, Sophie says that she's gone to bars a lot in England, and she wants to meet up with her friends. So we know that Sophie has gotten on a dating app and a friends app to meet people, and she met this girl named Soraya on the friends portion of the app and everything. And we know that Sophie is bi, but she said when she met Soraya, she wasn't looking for a female relationship. She was really looking for a friend. So Soraya comes, and so they meet up with Soraya, and we also meet up with Rob's friend Tarai. Now, when I saw the name Tarai, I didn't catch this when we first met him in the first episode. But I was like, the name Tarai sounded very familiar, and I found out something, and I was right because I checked it when I was watching the episode. Tarai, he was on MTV's X on the Beach. Rob's friend Tarai in these episodes has been on TV before. He's been on. I remember him on MTV's X on the Beach. He was with this girl named Angela. Angela Bosbick or whatever. She was on the Bad Girls Club originally, and then she came on X on the Beach. And they were on season 1 together, and they dated during season 1. And then Angela came back for season 2 of X on the Beach, and he came back, and apparently he had stole $7,000 from Angela and stuff. and everything. So when she came back on season 2, like, it was just a big mess. So when I saw the name Tarai, I was just like, and I was looking at him, he sounds familiar. He looks different, but he sounds familiar. So I looked him up. I was like, it's the same dude. It's the same dude. I was like, oh my God, this is a small world. So Rob's friend Tarai, I've seen him before. And so in this episode, like, Tarai was like, I'm very protective when it comes to Rob. So he met up with Sophie and Soraya. He met Soraya and everything. And he asked, like, Soraya, are you into girls? And she's like, no, why? And everything, and they were trying to avoid the question, and Sophie got kind of scared because, like, Rob doesn't know that I'm bi. Maybe Tarai knows, but Sarai don't. Like, it's a mess. I don't want none of that right now. So they go to the club, and they talk, have some drinks, and just have fun and stuff. Later, at the end of the episode, the producers, we just seen Sophie alone crying and alone, and it showed that it showed like a little message that producers were called because Sophie and Rob got into a big argument, and Sophie left Rob's apartment and got her own apartment. And I'm just like, what the heck happened? So apparently what happened is Sophie had a dream. She had a dream that Rob was online cheating. She just randomly had this dream that Rob online cheated, and it was just a dream, whatever. But she woke up now kind of curious now. So she woke up from the dream and decided, I'm going to check his phone. She was like, I never really check his phone, but I'm going to check his phone now. So she checks his phone. She says she goes on Instagram. She doesn't see nothing. But she also goes on this app that he had, and he's getting like pictures and videos from like other girls that are sending him provocative pictures and videos, and he's entertaining it. And so she flipped out and packed up her stuff and left. Rob was like, I'm not perfect, but I can swear to you, I don't want nobody else but you and everything. He tried to stop her from moving, but she just had to get out of here. And Sophie is just like over it at this point, because she was like, I gave up my whole life for Rob, and like, if he keeps doing this, like, there's no consequences for his actions. He's already home. Like, I'm in a different country, and if we don't get married in 90 days, I have to go back, and I left my whole life, and he just gets to sit here with no repercussions and stuff. So I feel bad, but I mean, it took a dream for that to happen. But I feel bad. Rob is definitely in the wrong. You don't be entertaining like naked, like provocative stuff from other women when you have a fiance there. At times, and I understand, like, at times, like, you're not doing nothing. You're just like looking just for the heck of it and stuff, thinking you're not going to get caught, and then you get caught, and then you're busted, and then so you're trying to defend your actions and stuff. It's just best to be like, like, especially if you're intimate. Like, if you're intimate with her and stuff, there's no reason for you to be like looking at, it's one thing like if you weren't intimate and just like maybe wanted to like a little quick thrill to like satisfy yourself because like you can't do nothing with your partner. Like, that's one thing, but to entertain multiple girls doing that when you have a fiance here and everything, and you're crying because you don't want to have kids and stuff, you just look like a big hypocrite. So yeah, Rob is definitely in the wrong, and I don't know how it's going to play out, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, that's the end of my review. Like I said, we didn't see Ashley and Manuel. We still got one more couple to meet. I think the name was Sam and something that we still have to meet. And we got to meet in this episode Clayton and Annalie. We'll get to see Annalie in next week's episode. Gina and Jasmine are about to have a Gina and Jasmine moment next week and everything. We didn't see Ashley and Manuel this week, so we'll see them next week. Nikki and Justin, just, they're confusing. They're confusing to me. Anyway, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow when I recap The Other Way. Like I said, The Last Resort's finally over, so I'll recap The Other Way. I am not doing the Family Chantel. I may make mention to it a little bit here and there, but I'm not recapping the Family Chantel. So sorry about that, guys. So I'll see y'all again tomorrow. So have a good one, guys. Stay safe.